aura farming. We've seen it in anime, we've seen it in movies, and we've even seen it in real life. And of course, Sonic is no stranger to aura farming. This video is not scripted or anything. I'm just gonna go off the top of my head and just name some aura farming moments I can think of in the Sonic series. Specifically the games though. The movies and the comics definitely have more of their fair share of aura farming moments, but I'm not as well versed in them. More so the comics than the movies, because I watch all the movies, but we're just gonna try to stick to the games. In Sonic 2, if you get all the Chaos Emeralds and beat the game, this man supersonic aura farms on the end screen. It was not that serious. You didn't need the Chaos Emeralds. If you don't get all the Emeralds, Tails saves you anyway. But no, this man just had to hit that pose, fly right in front of the camera, and get that flick. Sonic Adventure actually had cutscenes, but because of the animations, aura farming was limited. Although I will say, Sonic's idle animation, definitely an aura farming pose right there. But the biggest aura farmer in this game is Eggman. If we look at the opening cutscene, look at this man posted up on top of the egg carrier. There is absolutely no reason for this shot to be this hard, but they did it anyway. Sonic Adventure 2, unlike Adventure 1, has a way more aura farming. Right off the bat in the opening cutscene, you have Sonic and Shadow hitting this iconic pose. They are aura farming, and every other time that they've done it, yes, they are still aura farming. I'm gonna get into Shadow later, because he needs a whole other section in this video for how much he aura farms. Sonic aura farms in his first cutscene. After busting out of the helicopter, he starts flying down and hits this clean pose. You see him aura farming at the end of his story after destroying the Eclipse Cannon. Look, there he is, hanging in the middle of space, aura farming. This is starting to get ridiculous. And yes, when they go super, they aura farm, but basically every supersonic aura farms, so we're not really gonna talk about them. Except for one in particular, but we'll get to that later. You see, I say that, but we're immediately going to talk about Super Sonic and Sonic Unleashed. Specifically the opening cutscene. Look, I'm convinced that when Eggman grabbed Sonic in the opening cutscene and pulled him in, Sonic could have easily outran that, but he just needed an excuse to whip out the Chaos Emeralds that he already had to go super and aura farm. He aura farmed while he destroyed Eggman's robots. He aura farmed while he chased them and destroyed his entire fleet. He even aura farmed while he had this man Eggman on his knees begging for mercy. Later on, Sonic runs up on Eggman and does what? You guessed it, aura farm, for no good reason. Hold on, don't think I forgot about you, Hedgehog. Hedgehog Sonic is such a menace that he will aura farm mid-fight. Yeah, against that Dark Gaia Phoenix, this man will hit an entire chain combo and then aura farm, just cuz. The next few games are more lighthearted, so I really can't think of any aura farming moments in them. And then we get to Sonic Forces. Who's in Sonic Forces? You guessed it, Infinite. Like, the thing is, this man tries so hard to aura farm. He'll aura farm in the previews, he'll aura farm in the cutscenes, but he just has no aura. This man Infinite is unfortunately a failed aura farmer. And then we get to Sonic Frontiers, and I'm not gonna lie guys, this is aura farming the game. Titan battles, aura farming. Cutscenes, aura farming. Even in the previews, he's aura farming. But then we get to the pinnacle of Sonic aura farming. And it's crazy because this form of Sonic was not even in a full game. He didn't even have the full DLC that he was in. He had one fight. One fight! And in that fight, he aura farmed more than any other iteration of Sonic has aura farmed before. This man, Super Sonic 2. In the first trailer he was in, we didn't even know what this form was. Didn't matter, he's aura farming. This man will aura farm while deflecting Supreme's attacks. He's taking aura farming mid-fight to a whole different level. And then he does this entire sequence just straight out of the IDW comics and just hits this clean pose right after. Don't even get me started on one of my favorite scenes just in the entire franchise. The Supreme End fires this spirit bomb right at Super Sonic 2 and he tanks it, but starts losing his energy, then starts powering down. And then you just see him in base form floating with the Chaos Emeralds, slowly goes back to Super, then goes back to Super Sonic 2, and then just hits this unstoppable pose. What? And then the entire last sequence of this fight, like this is taking aura farming to a whole different level. You notice I've been saying Sonic. I mentioned Eggman once, I mentioned Infinite once, but otherwise I've just been talking about Sonic. And I don't know how else to break this to you. Sonic is the third best aura farmer in his own franchise. The second place aura farmer in the entire franchise is, you guessed it, Shadow the Hedgehog. Remember I brought up that iconic pose that Sonic and Shadow do that they repeated multiple times? You know what happened at the start of that cutscene that shows that pose? Shadow just on top of the bridge, aura farming. Why was he up there? We don't know. He went up there again for the Dark Story. What did he do up there? That's right, aura farm. He didn't go up there to reminisce about Maria and remind himself of his mission. No, he went up there to aura farm. The cameras were there too. They were recording for the news. He was feeling himself. I know you, Shadow. Don't worry. In Adventure 2, before Eggman can even fully awaken him, we see Shadow on the ceiling. Then we see him come out talking about he'll grant you a wish like he's a genie while he's floating with his air shoes. Aura farming. Sonic got blown up. What is he doing? Aura farming, using Sonic's explosion as a backdrop. If you thought his first game was bad, how about his own game? Once again, the opening cutscene is telling this man literally killed Sonic to aura farm. Like, do you not understand how crazy that is? He killed Sonic in the opening cutscene just to aura farm. The only other time that he fights Sonic in that game is in space. This is clearly happening in Westopolis. So in whatever timeline that this first cutscene happened in, as soon as Shadow met up with Sonic, he killed him. Why? To aura farm! He aura farms in most of the CG cutscenes too, while he's staying there reminiscing about who's Maria, who's this, who's that. He's aura farming. And in like every single ending, no matter who you defeat, Eggman, Sonic, or Black Doom, this man is aura farming with all the Chaos Emeralds. Sonic 06 might have been lacking in aura farming moments for Sonic, but definitely not for Shadow. What's he doing in his opening cutscene when he first shows up? That's right, aura farm. He has his final confrontation with Mephilis, then he just figured out that the Scepter of Darkness will not work. What does he do? Aura farm. Do you get it? You get what I'm saying? Like, I definitely miss a couple examples too. There's just too many aura farming moments from him. And like, let's just not forget about Mephilis too. He's also crazy with the aura farming. When he first pulled up out of the Scepter of Darkness in Shadow's story, aura farming with his own body. When he transforms into his way cooler form, aura farming. This man, just like Shadow, kills Sonic, gets Elise to release Iblis, gets all the Chaos Emeralds, and aura farms before he transforms. Mephilis is who Infinite wishes he could be. And then we get to what I believe is Shadow's most devious aura farming moment ever. Yes, even more devious than killing Sonic just to aura farm. We're gonna talk about Sonic X Shadow Generations. This man sees Maria getting attacked and he goes to save her, but he doesn't just take out the enemies regularly, he aura farms right after he does it. He is about to have a generational crash out when he realizes that he must finish off Black Doom for good, and he aura farms so hard here, Maria had to break him out of it. These next two are legitimately some of the craziest aura farms I've seen. You get to the second level in the whole game, and this man Shadow whips out the Doom Wings, a power-up that you do not get until right before the end of the game. He whips it out in the second level. For what? To aura farm. I got nothing to say to that. It's not even like he permanently locked the ability. He only has it for that one level. This man actually just broke the progression of the game for a singular level to aura farm. What? And then we get to his most egregious aura farm. It's not even in the game itself. It's in the reveal trailer. This man has the audacity, the gall, the nerve to interrupt Sonic and Classic Sonic's pose from Generations to aura farm right off of the SA2 pose, only to land and aura farm again. And immediately after this, he just shows a trailer for his gameplay for his game where he aura farms more. Shadow and his aura farming is just, it's unreal. It is unbelievable. And again, I'm only talking about the games. The IDW comics are having a DC collab, and like every time an issue comes out, I go on Twitter, and what do I see? Aura farming. But who is the aura farming final boss of Sonic? Who will aura farm more than the dude that killed Sonic just for the aura? Now, I know, I said that I would only be talking about the games, and then I just showed an edit from the OVA. Well, you know what? I want to make a video on the OVA, it got copyrighted, and I made that edit for it. So I thought this would be the perfect place to show it. Metal Sonic is the biggest aura farmer in the Sonic series. Is that a hot take? Maybe. Maybe Hot Takes 2 will come out soon, I don't know. For Metal Sonic, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. While yes, the OVA does have many aura farming moments, his debut game, Sonic CD, really doesn't have any at all. And in Sonic Forces, that's not even Metal Sonic. That's just an Infinite clone. And that is an inside joke because Infinite just cloned Metal Sonic's boss fight. But no, you know it, I know it, we all know that Neo Metal Sonic from Sonic Heroes is the biggest aura farmer ever. Hyperbole? Maybe. In the opening cutscene, we see this man posted up on the egg fleet in the dark, being illuminated by nothing but lightning itself. And even though that is the only source of lighting, he will still make sure you see the fit. And if you're one of those people that thinks that either Sonic or Shadow is a bigger aura farmer, guess what, buddy? Metal Sonic lured all of them out just so he can copy all of their life form data. So yeah, all that aura farming proficiency that Sonic and Shadow have, guess what? Metal Sonic has that now too. And then we get to the last story, and I don't know what to say to this. He lures everyone there just to aura farm! And this man just goes on to have one of the longest transformations while aura farming the whole time. I don't think you guys understand the scope of this aura farm. This entire game was just Metal Sonic's quest to aura farm. The only reason he imprisoned Eggman, sent Team Sonic the letter, and kidnapped Frog and Chocola Chow was just so he can get their life form data to aura farm even more. Sonic Heroes itself would not exist without Metal Sonic's quest to aura farm, and I feel like that makes him the biggest aura farmer. This was a fun video. Let me know in the comments below if I missed anything. I probably did because I'm not being super specific, and once again, I'm just doing this off the top of my head. Like, we all know Sonic Movie 3, Shadow was aura farming. Oh, and I also forgot to mention the movie DLC, Shadow aura farmed in that too. My next video is probably going to be on the Sonic Adventure Randomizer, but if that's not the next video, just know that it's coming. That's where we're going to wrap up this video, so if you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to get notified whenever I upload. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, guys. Let's hit that ASAP. Thank you all. I love you all. And I'm out. So yeah, that's all. Bye, guys.